the hour every hour. For all the details, go to askingradio.com.
Hello, my Clootie. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Back with it happens every day, actually. And today is the 31st day of December 2024. So officially it's the last day of December, actually. And it's New Year's Eve. Last day of December, last day of 2024. So our focus is New Year's Eve, but we are having follow-up questions. What's different about New Year's Eve? Do you live your life differently? You will tell us when you call us on 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. When you call us on Extra Speed. And of course, we'll be asking you other questions. But what made you laugh in 2024? These are the ones that when you call, we'll be asking you. My name is KiNG JAMES YiYE. I'm not alone. I'm with
Mmemshima King.
So call now 08084 2754 64. That's 08084 2754 64. And we'll be asking you a few questions, beginning with this one. What's different about New Year's Eve? Do you live your life differently, or to you it's just another day? That's what we'll be asking you. So, Memshi,
yes.
Is it just another day to you, or New Year's Eve is anything different for you?
Right now, it's just another day to me. Nothing special about New Year's Eve for me anymore. Just there. There's nothing to change about myself. There's nothing to think that I did badly that I don't want to cross it over.
You are going into the thing to, I simply just asked
Okay,
you.
No.
Why?
There's just nothing special about it.
There is something, yeah. There is something. It's
something
New
special.
Year's Eve.
Yes,
it's
but
the
to
last
me,
day of the year.
Yeah, but to me, there's nothing
Exactly.
special
So why?
about it.
Why? Why is there nothing special for New Year's Eve for you? Yeah, that's the question.
Because I feel I have lived my 2024 the best that I can.
She's now going further again.
I don't know how you want me to answer that question.
I don't know how I even wanted to answer.
There is nothing special about New Year's Eve to me.
Wow.
And I don't know the reason why. Maybe I would say because of growth. So there's nothing special about New Year's Eve to me at all.
I see. Okay, so 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Anything special about New Year's Eve for you. Okay, so you want to ask me, or you want to ask him?
Definitely.
Why do you want to ask me?
Why do I want to ask you?
Yes.
Because I need to know. You're a human being.
Yes.
So I want to know whether New Year's Eve is special to you.
Exactly, it is special.
It's special to you.
Very, very special.
Okay, why is it?
Why? Because this is the end of another year.
Okay.
You plan your life, and everything in life revolves around time, from seconds to minutes to hours to days to months to weeks to months to years. So every year counts and is historic.
Okay.
And of course, it brings a whole lot of stuff that you can refer to, which is historic anyway.
Okay.
For instance, you cannot say Jimmy Carter, America's 39th president, died in 2023. It's 2024,
4 years.
December. And so you cannot say 2025. So we are living by time. We are controlled by time. We are regulated by time.
So that's what makes it special.
Calm down, woman. I know your gender would not agree to this, but they are the ones that are going to even be looking for money to do New Year hair and all of that. So
Do
it
you
should
know
be.
them?
I know.
Have they started calling you?
No,
Okay.
they can't call me,
Oh,
but I know
really?
they are calling people. So that's that. And well, we have asked people to call, so we have a caller.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. Your name and where you're
Yes,
calling
it's
from?
Comrade Odue from Occupiers Extension.
Okay. Good morning. Talking about New Year's Eve.
Yes, I heard the direction. Your husband was asking whether there's something special about the end of the year.
Yes.
I said to me, it's yes.
Okay. Why?
Something very, very special. The reason is that at the end of the year, as a reasonable and responsible person is supposed to sit and think and have a reflection.
Okay.
What have I achieved in the year 2024? What are the new decisions I'm going to take to make my life better in 2025? That is very, very important to every individual. You have to make a stock of what you have done in the past year and what you want to do better in the coming year.
Okay.
You have to make some resolutions. Though there are not all the resolutions you keep, but you have to have a core resolution.
Okay.
By next 2025, this is what I'm going to do. And that has to go with planning. So to me, it's a very, very good time to make a reflection of my activities in 2024.
Okay.
Those that are positive, I will improve on them. Those that are bad, I have to drop them for good.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I was going to ask him what made him laugh in 2024, but he has summarized well. So yes, that's what we are saying. Countries, individuals who are serious-minded individuals have a plan.
Yes.
So if you are saying you were married at 23 or 24, for instance, it was just within that year. Once it crosses into the other year, whether you have few months to your birthday, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So you for me, as I was answering before Comrade Odue called in, for me, it's something like you are planning. Your radio started on the FM in 2022.
Okay.
So it's not 2023. So up until the last day of 2022, you counted your achievements. That wow, you've been on air that way. And then this is 2024, and this is the last day.
Okay.
So your license to is counting 2027.
Definitely.
So each year should mean something to you because you are wondering, are you getting enough money, to run this radio?
But that's not planning. That's worry now.
It's not worry, it's planning. Hello, it's planning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Are you calling from?
My name is Nevka.
Nevka who?
Tesu.
Nevka Tesu. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Goma local government.
Right. So today is New Year's Eve. What's different for you? Does it make any difference to you that it's New Year's Eve, last day of the year, or it's just another day for you?
There is different because...
Speak out, please. Shout, yeah.
Said shout.
Hello?
Yes, speak out loudly. Shout so that your voice can be out.
Okay. I said there is difference because things that you have done in the past year, you have to sit and think about it because sometimes you made mistakes for some of them. So you have to take correction in the next year that you are going to enter. So for me, I think New Year is something that is very, very special because you are going to have another experience in another year. So you have to be in one place and think and even plan for things that you will do in the next year that will make your life to be better.
Okay, so what made you laugh in 2024? Did you laugh? What made you laugh that you can remember?
Yeah?
What made you to laugh in 2024? What has been your happiest moment in 2024?
Okay, yesterday I was coming to my village, so I entered one bus.
Yes.
We all paid for the entry fee. So the man collected 3,500 naira from one lady that has 3 children. So that was their agreement. So later time, the man begin to shout that they should give the woman should give 500 naira. So to me, the thing was it makes me to laugh because you agree something, and later you begin to shout that they should give you that. You will not do that thing. So it makes me funny.
Okay, thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he's saying. You see, so you were asking him, worrying, planning is not worrying. It's planning.
Yeah, because
so
you
it's
said
not worrying.
counting.
Of course,
It's counting. I feel at that point you're like, okay, you're a little bit worried. Because
You are not
how
worried.
can you plan
You are not
the
worried.
finance that would come in?
yes, you
You
plan by introducing stuff,
Okay.
by reaching out more. For
Okay.
instance, asking radio is people's favorite, but you don't have a strong marketing team that goes out to
Yes.
people,
Okay.
and then people want you, but perhaps
They don't know how
they don't know
to
how to
reach.
reach you.
Okay.
Spice Center is running. Sometimes you come, you don't see humans. These are things that people are worried about.
I know.
So when you want to, in 2025, for instance, you can decide that, look, people are going to this, that. That is not worrying. It's just a
Okay.
strategy.
But you know, one thing I dislike is that when people plan their 2024 or maybe the New Year's Eve, you plan with all your strength and your might. Then when you get to the New Year, you are so relaxed.
If you
Especially-
if you hear what Comrade Odua said, for instance, I think he mentioned serious-minded people, and
Yes,
I also said so.
responsible.
People who are just crossing into the new year and just making very feeble, fake promises to
Yeah.
themselves. And to the wind, and they are sure they're not going to do. You
Yeah.
cannot be drinking 5 bottles of beer and you tell me today that from tomorrow you will stop. It's not going to work.
Exactly.
You
So
cannot have
why-
a plan. You cannot just be a very lazy person and think that in 2025 you're going to make it.
Exactly.
It's not going to work. These ladies that are saying they want small but rich weddings that we have heard the voices in 2024 that we're also going to play, you cannot just wake up in 2025 and then decide to.
Yeah, but you know, most
Change.
people, they make their own planning. This New Year's Eve, that's when they make their planning. So why don't they make their planning earlier?
That is
you
the
know?
answer I'm giving you. Because they want to get into the new year.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
that
fake
means-
promises.
So that means there's nothing special about New Year's Eve.
There
then.
is.
Okay.
There is very
If you
special
say so.
because if you go
We
to the
all have
financial
our own.
institutions, they are going to close accounts today,
Yes.
and most banks would close at 2:00.
Yes.
So they are going to close the books and open new books for the
Yeah,
next year.
definitely.
The governor, local government chairman, the president or presidents world over
Yeah.
are going to make speeches. Countries are going to celebrate and do
Definitely.
fireworks because the calendar is going to be different.
Exactly,
And
I
you
know.
begin to, the plan starts now. That is why budgets are being presented already for what you will spend.
Already.
Yes.
So I want to think countries, they plan ahead before this New Year's Eve.
Nobody is saying you
Because
should
you
plan on
cannot
New Year's
plan-
Eve. They
Yeah,
are
so
saying it's
if
a
the-
reflection
I
of
know,
what
but-
has happened.
Okay.
So
Yes.
you are looking at it that, okay, you are actually crossing into this other year that you are going to now utilize this plan. So if you plan for 2025 and today is not December 31st, 2024, how do you get to 2025? That is why it's very important.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's only you thinking New Year's
No,
Eve.
I
It's
feel
nothing.
for me, I would plan before New Year's Eve.
So how do you get into the New Year if there is no last day?
And New Year's Eve is going to be more like "So help me God" in 2025.
So
you
that
know?
means it's important to you, it's significant. 08084275464. Call us now and let's hear from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello?
Good morning.
Morning, I'm Ms. Conrad again.
Okay.
One more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about planning. During our school days, we were taught that if you plan fair, you are fair according to your plan.
Okay.
So planning is very, very important and it's continuous in nature. So it's not only during Christmas time or end of year that you start planning. You can have 2 years development plan, 10 years, 20. So it depends on the number of years you want to achieve.
Yes.
If it's a 1-year plan, then at the end of the year, you should have assess yourself. Have I done something meaningful in my previous plan? If yes, how am I going to improve? If not, what and what did I not touch that I will touch and will make life more meaningful to me and my family? I think that is exactly what we're trying to do now. It is not that you wake up on the eve of a new year and then start planning. It doesn't work like that. It's supposed to be continuous and evaluate yourself and see whether you have achieved or not. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Welcome,
much
Comrade
for
Olu.
that.
So as he's saying again, New Year's Eve is just significant because this plan is going to come to fruition from tomorrow. Because whatever you said you're set out to do, it has to begin January 1st. You have to begin to have a new thinking, which you had planned much earlier. Extra speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. And we are looking at New Year's Eve. If it is significant, if there is anything different, if you live your life differently, and perhaps you plan on New Year's Eve or earlier. Most people would plan earlier,
Yes.
but knowing that this is a stepping stone into the new year. So you can call us now 08084 275464. That's 08084 275464. And if you would love to send WhatsApp message or call via WhatsApp, is +234 902 127 5464. That's if you want to reach us outside Nigeria. Otherwise, it's 0902 127 5464. That's 0902 127 5464 for WhatsApp. For calls, 08084 275464. 08084 275464. We are also streaming live on Facebook. Yes, we're streaming live on Facebook, and we have this one's coming up here on Facebook. Let me see what we have. Amy Jack says good morning, watching here in Makudi. Atatele Thaddeus says, good morning, my mentor King James, watching from Taka local government area. Runaway intern. Okay, so if you want to call 08084 275464 and tell us if New Year's Eve is very special to you. So we go back to some of the voices in 2024.
Yeah.
Now you see the importance of planning.
Yeah.
And just saying things. It's Extra Speed. Stay tuned here.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
My name is xTRA. Actually, there are so many courses, but I think the few ones for ladies mostly is just because some of the ladies, they feel like, it's not my time to get married, or I want to stay and rock life, I want to enjoy, not knowing there's time for everything. And then before you know, they might have some suitors, but at that point, they feel they are the talk of the town. They are very hot. They don't want to settle for one man. And then before you know, they are 30, they are 35 already. And that time, they keep running to church and so many other places. And then secondly, I cannot say it's actually a cause, but there are some families that I feel it has to do with a generational problem, because you go to some houses, you see beautiful girls, like beautiful girls. When I'm saying beautiful, I mean extremely beautiful. When it comes to curves, they are number one, beautiful, but they are not yet married. And then when you ask, they will tell you though, for this our family, we know they marry quick, and that's how you just get to feel like, oh, it's a background something.
Okay.
I like it.
Background something.
Yeah. You heard when she said when it comes to curves, they are number one.
That's how shape you, right?
Yeah. They are.
So now somebody like this, she is telling you what is obtainable there, and she said, "Lady, reasons for delayed marriages."
Yeah.
Now somebody who never married in 2024, if you're married today, you're married in 2024 and not 2025.
Yes.
So it's going to be even significant that, you married on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And that's why people who are celebrating today, like our friend's mom, Mrs. Ayetan's mom, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, ma.
Yeah.
And she wasn't born on the 1st of January. So she was born on the 31st, but it's significant. So some people are born on New Year's Day, and some today, and then you are saying that why didn't you wait to be New Year?
To be New Year,
yeah.
I think you should be glad that you're actually rounding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're running up the year, so you should be glad.
Yeah, so you celebrate as the last person. So anyhow, whichever way you look at it, New Year's Eve is significant. Some people like you, it may not be.
Like me, he has tagged me.
Yeah. But of course, you can call us and tell us about yours. 08084275464. Is there anything special about New Year's Eve for you? And again, if there is anything that made you to laugh, your happiest moment in 2024, let us know today. Tomorrow, it wouldn't be 2020.
Can you tell us what made you laugh this year? Okay, tell us.
Yeah. So what made me laugh? A lot of things made me laugh.
Okay.
But one that easily comes to mind is there is a caller here.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Okay, dropped call.
Okay.
So one of the ones that made me laugh, big man, the 4-year-old, our 4-year-old, learning how to speak to you.
Okay.
So somehow, I don't know if the other siblings who are equally still learning, they told him Yemsha is a bad word.
Yeah.
So it's like they have understood a Yemsha is not as bad as big man thinks.
Yeah.
So they have graduated from Yemsha. They don't think it's such a bad word. Big man still thinks it's such a bad word. So big man now, little Harry on the Sorunse, that is 2 years older than big man. On the Sorunse that is 6. Probably graduated from thinking Yemsha is not such a big deal.
Yeah.
And then big man tells on the Sorunse Yemsha. And the Sorunse didn't even mind big man. I was just walking away. So big man kept calling Sorunse. I said those bad words to you.
And she turned and she was like, what bad word?
What is bad?
Yeah, about that.
I said that bad word to you, Yemsha.
Yeah, but I think with time he understood that nobody actually took that Yemsha like a serious thing. So I think he stopped.
But to me, that's what I remember 2024 for. Laughing at, can you just imagine?
Yeah.
Yemsha is not such a big deal, but Yemsha could actually bring a fight in the villages.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Wow.
Somebody could just pick offense.
Yeah.
But it's not such a bad word, especially for a learner of the language. Yemsha, that you even anglicize
you phonerize the thing, Yemsha.
But that's how big man said it. 08084275464. That's 08084275464. It's extra speed and it's New Year's Eve. And we're trying to see if it is significant to you in any way. If it is not, tell us it is not. And let's just forget about you. But if it is, also call to say it is. And how can you call? It's 08084275464. That's 08084275464. And that's the number there. If you're watching on Facebook, you can come here and let us know what you think as well. 08084275464. And so let me go back to Facebook. I started reading some comments before the call came in. This one from Regina Biame. weather warning here. Fireworks has been cancelled in Edinburgh.
Okay.
So, yeah. So for her,
It's
in
going to be
England,
quiet.
yeah, in England, extreme weather condition and fireworks being cancelled in Edinburgh. Edinburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's how they call it. We don't call it Edinburgh here. We just call Edinburgh. But it's not Berg. Okay, so Madison James says, my name is James. My New Year resolution is God should grant me what money can't buy. It's all I need in 2025. We're not asking you about resolutions, but it's okay if you're thinking about New Year resolutions. It simply means, I think he's trying to tell us that it's significant because he's going to.
For me, anybody that's talking about New Year's resolution should be sincere about it, that they are actually going to work on that. Because if you say it and you don't do it, seriously, I'm watching out for you.
Okay.
You have to.
So a lot of people are not actually going to keep New Year resolution. One of the reasons why we're not even asking people, but it doesn't stop you. Perhaps you can tell us, I mean, it's New Year's Eve, so a whole lot of things going on today. If you have New Year resolutions, I just read yours, James, so anybody can say it, but God should give him what money cannot buy.
What could that be?
What could that be?
I think that should be life.
Okay.
It should be life, definitely, when it comes by that.
Okay. I will not say anything.
Okay.
So in 2024, again, young people and young women and young men are thinking of shows that men should not be doing at home. And we spoke to them. And what do you think I should not do?
You?
Yes, me.
I feel you should do everything.
Oh, at home.
Yes, I feel you should do everything. I said we can do everything together.
I see.
We shouldn't select
selfishness.
No, it's
let's
not selfishness.
Hear from this. Come on,
I washed the car too. You
drive the car too?
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, because
calm down. So washing of a car is not in any way a man's thing.
I know.
You drive the car. Are you a man?
Okay, so would I say you should wash the plates because you eat in the plate? No, I don't.
I don't
we
cook.
Should.
The difference is cooking is a woman's thing. So entering the car is not the same as driving.
Calm down, please.
So you cannot say I should wash plates because I eat.
What I'm saying is that I feel we should do everything
and
together.
I'm saying it's not true. That's wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so is it a woman's duty to wash the car?
Is it a woman's duty to drive the car?
Okay, but is it a man's duty to eat in a plate?
Driving and eating is a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Yes, so the man owns the home.
Really?
The man owns the home. The man marries.
Yes, but
in
why
fact,
is it
King
that
James marries?
Why is it that when he marries, they now say it's now the woman's home?
Who says that?
That's what they say. Because
nobody
definitely
says
she's
that.
the one that is going
because
to
she's coming to cook and
make your lonely house a home.
It's never lonely.
It's
a woman
always
is
lonely.
supposed to cook and feed the family. That's why they say is their home. It's just that role of cooking and washing plates and doing stuff.
Really?
Let's listen to what these guys are saying. They are thinking different from you. 2024, you guys should drop all those things.
A man is not supposed to wash plates at home.
No, please.
Good.
And it's the duty of the woman to do it.
Exactly.
And in terms of cleaning the environment, cleaning the household, it's actually not his job, but then partially, if there is need, if need arises for such, then I think she should give a hand of help for it.
Yeah. So this girl has sense.
Okay, so I don't have sense.
Well, that's you saying it.
No,
But she has
that's
sense.
what you're trying to imply
She has
here.
sense and telling you what a man should not do. So that is a good thinking to take into 2025. It's going to help her.
Really?
Yeah, good thinking in 2024, crossing over today to 2025. It's really going to shape her. Go girl, good one.
Okay.
And so New Year Eve celebration here is not certain because of weather warning. There will be heavy rain and snow tomorrow in some places, so everyone has to be on guard. That's Regina Biam still talking about England. And of course, we're here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and it's extra speed New Year's Eve. And you can call now 08084275464. That's 08084275464. So many things that people want to avoid going forward in 2025, and we've sampled what they're saying here. for instance, what a man should not do. Let's listen to this one and perhaps we move on with you calling 08084 275464. Extra Speed New Year's Eve. Tell us what you think, if it is different. And 2024 voices as well.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Vingi Richard TV. What I think a man should not do at home is to carry out basic chores at home, because I feel as though he has more important things to do, which is sourcing for funds and trying his best to improve the basic standard living of his family. Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so that's what he thinks for 2025. A man, you men that wash plates, well, if it is working in your home, nobody's saying you should stop. But people are just telling us what they think a man should not do in 2025. And, when they go to pray today, some of the things, resolutions and all of that. So I can hear some men praying that, okay, so please God, let this woman not torture me to be washing plates in 2025. Okay, so Regina Bam is still saying 2024 has blessed me so much that my... Come on. 2024 has blessed me so much that my council tax debit has been relieved, including water bill. This has put a big smile on my face because the money was almost £2,000.
Wow.
Okay. So you might want to, explain this. So she is talking about her council tax and other bills. So here, for
Most
Nigerians, they will not understand because they come to Spice Center, we're giving water free and all of that.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
What's your name? Or are you calling from?
This year, they're calling from North Bank.
Right. So 2024 New Year's Eve, does it make any difference to you on the New Year's Eve, or is not just another day?
Sir?
New Year's Eve, is it a different day to you, or you think it's just another day?
I think it's a different day because things that have been happening from last year is very different from this year that we are entering.
Okay.
So I thank the Almighty God for His protection upon our lives. So wishing you a happy New Year and a prosperous.
Okay, so come on, don't drop. Abel, hold on. What made you laugh? What was the happiest moment for you in 2024?
Like it's 2024. My mother do take me for outing. We do enjoy, go for hotel and chill. Understand what I mean?
Okay.
That what?
The mom did something, but it like taking them out or something. The line is not clear.
Okay.
Abel, you could call back again.
All right. That the mom did one.
I don't know, but I heard something like taking them out to hotel or something, but I couldn't get that because the line was not clear. And again, one thing is that we as followers on social media, we tend to follow what our celebrities they do, because 2024 was just so funny to me, with marriages that went on, Davido and Chioma's wedding.
Okay, caller here.
Okay, hello, good morning. Hello,
good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Paul Nefta.
Okay, Paul.
Okay,
I'm calling from Goma.
All right.
Okay.
You called earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so speak out. Just shout, and because your voice is faint. Okay, so what else do you want to say now? Yeah, go on. Go on.
Hello, Paul. Can you hear us? I think that.
Yeah, he's still there, but 2020. So New Year's Eve, poor network. Yeah, right. So. What I would like to ask Regina Bami is the duration of this tax and water bills. Is that for a year or quarterly? Because getting to £2,000, that's some huge amount of money.
Yeah.
Okay, say what you were saying before we go back.
All right, I was talking about weddings that were on social media and people were like tagging themselves to those kind of relationship. I think that's the conflict when it comes to marriage. Most people said, okay, David cheated and all of that, but Chioma was a strong woman to stand by him and still get married to him. So some ladies would want to also live their life like Chioma's own, But meanwhile, her.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, it's Paul calling back.
Okay. Go on, Paul.
Okay, Paul.
Can you adjust a little bit? Maybe.
Perhaps your line bad or here. Okay, so if people want to follow others, the lifestyle isn't the same.
It's not the same. It's different.
So, well, that's up to them. God has so much blessed me in this year, and I believe 2025 will be more. That's Adagi.
Okay.
Charles or Carlos. Yeah. Okay, so 08084275464. That's 08084275464. Call now and you tell us anything about this year and your plans for next year, and if New Year's Eve is different. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. It's Paul calling back.
Okay, so speak out.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I shout, yeah.
Okay. As I was saying, I said New Year is a different day from the other year because there are many things that happened the past year that you have to fix it.
Wow. Wow.
Terribly bad.
It's terrible.
Think that's a new year to remember for the network. Okay, but I think he's just trying to say New Year's Eve is different from other days, and trying to give reasons for that. So yes, it's not everything. Some people live on TV,
they
so
do.
there is difference between even reality is acted. So if you see what they're showing you
on social media,
and you think that's what life is, that's up to you.
You might just be in a wrong vehicle.
Yeah.
Serious.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is David Ekom. I'm calling from OGRE.
Okay. Speak out. Yeah. So what's different about New Year's Eve? Is it just another day for you, or there is anything special?
It's different because last year, this very year that we're in, that we will live today, was very terrible for me, for the country. Terrorism is everywhere. So next year, this 2025, our prayer is insecurity should be done and forgotten.
Right. So let's look at your happiest moment. I mean, it couldn't have been so bad. Do you have any happy moments in 2024?
My happiest moment is I'm still alive.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
That's nice. That's
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year in advance.
I wish you the same.
All
right. So New Year is always good because the wish is prosperous New Year.
Hello.
Hello, Paul. Go on.
Yes. Yes. As I was, New Year.
Yes.
In New Year, there are things that you may think and plan ahead of it. So that those that you do in the past year that you know that are wrong, you correct it so that you will not go the wrong way because that's a new beginning. So New Year is a different thing from the past year.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Has managed to make his point in spite of
the
poor network. So many things are happening, and those that are not married and setting standards for Chioma and the video standard, and saying that somebody married at 45 and so it means I can also wait even at 45, there is hope. I think you should also copy the other things about people's life that will work, not the possibilities or the probability that may not work, because those ones you're not certain about.
Exactly.
And your body's the same,
not at all.
your pocket the same, and all of that. So if you want to say we're seriously not going to ask about resolutions, but of course you can tell us about resolutions if you want to. Rosebiam is still here saying both genders should do what they can. For me, nothing like plates washing should be only for woman, or changing nappy. Men can do so. There should be no choosing what he or she can do. And so why are you hailing that?
Yeah, I'm blowing kisses to her.
Yeah, you can. But of course, going forward in 2025, if I would just sit and fold my arms and you people will be cooking. Because I can't be doing this and going to,
No
cook.
problem.
No
problem. That's fine.
Well, it's just because I don't look at cooking like such a big deal. So I may cook.
Okay,
But
your
the day
bitter
anybody will,
leaf
but you guys even eat it when I prepare it.
seasonless.
Whatever. Okay, extra speed, and it's 9:15, New Year's Eve, and counting the hours, to 20.
When you said days, I was like, okay,
it is the last day.
Second, right?
So some other people actually, some countries get into the new year much earlier than others. So that alone tells you that planning on the calendar is also key. So when you see fireworks, some countries get into the new year earlier than others. So that is how it happens every year. And it's like some, they try to just do fireworks ahead of everybody. So if you have like it's 8:46.
Yes.
So by the time it is 6 p.m. here, any country that is 6 hours ahead of Nigeria or more, it's already into the new year.
Yeah.
So we are still in 2024. They are already in 2025. Once there are a few hours, some are just 30 minutes, some 2 hours ahead of you. Even in Africa, if you look at Kenya, Sudan, and South Sudan, 2 hours ahead of us. So by the time it's 10 p.m. here, Kenya would have been in the new year, and South Sudan would have been in the new year. So most times we're 1 hour ahead of Ghana. Sometimes we are the same with them, like that and like that. So just like England or London being ahead of us, 1 hour sometimes. Big Ben comes back and says, okay, let me meet this my formal I don't want to say
people.
Okay. Okay, so 08084275464. That's 08084275464. So Regina Biami is still here saying the unexplained joy of waiting for the calendar to change to a new year is wow. Then knowing that one will get to make new changes and carry on with the new year, that is true, because everything changes about you. You're in the new year. So some people, even their movement changes
on New
Year's Eve. New year move.
Are you intending to do that?
I don't just change some things. Like, how can I just change my movement for
2025?
2025.
That's how you
But
walk
stepping
in.
into 2025, you step majestically.
Okay.
As we used to say in secondary school. So even the thinking of planning, you now take it into the new year thinking that is going to change, but some people now say no, I'm now here, and it doesn't work again. So many things are going to take place, like staying with the landlord or landlady that we talked about here. People gave reasons why they can't stay with their landlords or landladies, and we're also hoping that in 2025 perhaps the landladies and the landlords should change their behavior. Maybe they are not planning to change. So if we're sitting here and saying they should change, maybe they will not. Let's listen to what somebody says about staying with a landlady.
Okay.
This is Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
I cannot stay in the same house with my landlord or my landlady because of an experience which I had, which was very terrible. There was a house I was staying in, and the landlord gave us time that from 7 p.m. nobody should come and visit. Not a boy, not a girl. Nobody should come and visit. And then he said one of the rules was that the volume of the music should be at a certain level. It shouldn't be something that anybody staying outside cannot hear. If you're hearing, it should just be in your own mind, which it wasn't just fitting with me. So from there, I just had the perspective that I will not stay in a house where a landlord is staying.
So what would you say?
In the
what would you tell
compound.
this landlady coming 2025? What should she do better?
Well, maybe she should pack out.
Not maybe. No,
She
the
should pack-
landlady.
The landlady. Yeah, maybe she should pack out and allow her tenants to stay. Let her go and get somewhere else for herself. But then I still feel that's discipline, because if you look at compounds that there are no landlords, the way they are so rowdy and make noise. Everybody wants his or her music to be louder than the other person's song and all of that. So you get into a compound and you cannot even hear yourself. You have to shout on top of your voice. So I don't really think that's even a bad one if that's what the landlord or the landlady wants.
Restriction of freedom.
Yeah.
So she's bottling up, locking up their freedom.
Yeah, discipline.
But again, loud music that will go outside your room is also noise pollution. So two things are happening there. So let's listen to another person and tell them what to do in 2025.
Okay.
I cannot stay in the same house with my landlord because my landlord used to complain that me I'm bringing plenty friends in the house and his sock away will get full quickly.
Wow.
So what do you have for that kind of landlord or the tenants?
Okay, so the landlord, I don't know the size of the sockaway compared to, the rooms. But you will agree with this landlord to some extent because the planning of the building wasn't for a particular number of people to use the facility there. So to some extent, he's right.
Yeah.
So the regulation of the kind of people you bring home is key. For instance, when we had over 100 and nearly 150 or thereabout students that came on IT here at the Spice Center, and when all of them wanted to be on the staircase at the same time, and then I'm telling them that this building, even though it's solid, it's a story building, solidly built, but it wasn't designed for this number of people. I think it was designed the whole, perhaps maybe 48 people, and then the other offices upstairs. So if you put that number, you are looking at an average of perhaps 50 people staying upstairs at the same time, but not 100. And those 50 are not going to be on the staircase at the same time. So I was just looking at the technical aspect of building and planning. But they were looking at me strangely that, what's this man saying?
But I also think it's our fault. I think when these people were coming for IT, we would have taken a number of people, a certain amount of people, of students, we shouldn't but we just put in consideration.
They didn't break the house. They didn't crack the floor.
I know. But if this is the number of people, the capacity your building can actually take, you should not take more than. So even for the landlord, did he give his tenant the orientation that I would not want you
It's common sense.
At times, common sense is not as common as
exactly. That is why when you
orientation is very important from the beginning. Whenever anybody is coming to your property, you tell them you don't go to this certain place, you don't do this. I think that would make us to work better as human beings.
So it's common sense, as I said. If you come into a house like you are a student and student apartment, and the room is not even designed, maybe a 10 by 11 cm, not cm, not meters. It's inch. Is it inches? Yeah. So it's feet. It's 10 by 10 feet or 10 by 11 feet. This very small rooms. Yeah. So you are not going to be bringing friends up to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. You are not supposed to throw a party there. So most times the orientation you're talking about in form of instructions, not orientation, you can't come and keep and be giving orientation. You just give the landlord or the caretaker would have told them. So but it's just carrying that attitude to people's houses because you are renting them, and perhaps they're telling you that, hey, don't take this into 2025. So
okay.
All right.
That's great.
So, but Rose is saying that you don't discipline adults, you can only discipline children. They are paying rent, so their money should speak for them. Loud noise is not allowed, but stopping visitors is a no-no. Well, for me, it's not a no-no. You can. There's a limit to which you can bring this. And don't forget to remember, that these guys are staying with them and they know the kind of visitors they bring and they know what they do. It's just like Nigerians that don't have toilets. They go to this public and they go straight to the toilet
and mess it up
and get out. So when you get to know this, you can begin to put regulations there.
Exactly.
So that is what is obtainable here. But we are saying, don't take this into 2025.
Definitely. And I also don't understand when people say you shouldn't discipline an adult. There are so many adults that are reckless, and you need to talk to them. As in, you have to sit them down and talk to them as if they are children.
Or arrest them and let the law
before their head can open,
Yeah, because adults behave, you drive opposite
recklessly, yes, and I shouldn't talk to you because you are an adult.
Opposite against traffic. So the traffic police, they arrest
and
you.
even the little children would even tell you that, Daddy, look at what this person is doing. So what do you expect? I shouldn't talk to the adult.
You can even flog them if need be. Extra speed, winding down. Let's hear this about landlord and staying with them and landladies. Come on, 2025 should change.
I cannot stay in the same compound with my landlords because most landlords will give you coffee on when to return home. And sometimes when you go out to hustle, your hustle might make you to keep late nights. So when you come back with that anger that you have gone out to hustle, then there's somebody who has locked the gate for you not to come in and relax. It's not okay. And then landlords will be restricting you from bringing in your friends. And most times when you're home, you're bored, you need to call your friends to come and be at home with you so that it will make you might while away the time. Then somebody said they don't need people in their house. You are not in the prison. Even the prison has people that you relate with, you talk to. How can you wake up and then with friends you are staying indoors all day with nobody to? Sometimes even with your phone you get bored. So you need people to give you companionship, to stay around you.
I feel his pain.
Well, but you see, I think no landlord would just wake up and say, don't bring friends. They're talking about number of friends and how late they stay. And so these people may have experienced something.
Yes.
That's what I think. But of course, maybe some of them that don't have a good reason, perhaps they should allow people bring in friends so that they will kill boredom. I don't know. But if you have friends that are coming to smoke in your compound and all of that, perhaps maybe that's where the landlords don't want that. Let's listen to this one again.
Okay.
I cannot stay in the same house with my landlord because it has many issues. Sometimes when your children play, they overplay. Some landlords are very jealous. When you did not pay their rented and the food you eat, it will be very big problem to them that you are not paying their house rent and you are eating something good. Then it's very difficult to live in the same compound with the landlord.
That one is terrible.
Okay.
You don't even want to experience that at all.
Okay, so have I been calling Regina Rose?
Yeah, the last time you called her Rose.
Okay. I knew of a Rose Biame, perhaps. Perhaps maybe, I don't even know Rose, if Rose is related to her. So she says, I keep calling her Rose, so she's going to change her Facebook. Okay, so the reason is I knew a Rose Biame way back in 2006. I don't know if she's related to you, but perhaps maybe that's the reason. And so that's that thinking. It's funny, isn't it?
It is.
Let's look at ladies that will be attending crossover nights today and praying. But this is what they're thinking.
Okay.
First of all, if I'm to marry, I would love to marry a man who loves and adore me, a caring someone, and someone who is even if he doesn't have money, but is capable of taking care of me and his family.
What a contradiction. How can they not have money and be able to take care of you? How? And the children.
Like the big man would say, how? It can't be possible.
Yeah, so the thinking should change.
It should. And I wish every single person, someone that would get married to them come 2025.
Okay, it's time to say bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, as we go, let's listen to this lady. Bye.
I would love to marry a God-fearing man, a man that has vision, a responsible man coming from a responsible home, that I am well respected there. I won't say that he should not have money, but the thing is that if the man have vision and he have good future, no problem, irrespective of his background, his ethnicity, no problem. I'm good to go.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
She Hugo Kahu Tankering in Pepe. Number one Avisisha Asking Radio TV. Ma Kamu one wene o toe wandi. Zane Hemeno Ngwa Asking Radio. Mso Nekiki.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Asking Radio News on the mobile app, on smart speaker, online at askingradio.com and on radio on 98.5 Speed FM. It's now